inductors. Resistors, capacitors, and inductors. Today we will be seeing about the circuit elements such as resistors, capacitors, and inductors. And this will be end of today's topic. Okay. Resistors. Resistors are measured in ohms and its symbol is ohm. You all know this. The resistance is measured in ohms. What is the duty of resistance? Resistance are being used to limit the flow of current through a circuit or a closed path. Okay, a resistor will oppose the flow of current through a closed path or a circuit. The equation of resistance, that is the Ohm's law. You can see V, that is equal to E. In some books we will be represented as V, and some other books it will be represented as E. Okay, both represent volts. Okay, equal to I into R. Here I is the current and R is the resistance offered by the circuit. So while we are cross multiplying this, then resistance will be equal to voltage divided by current, that is ohms. We know the resistance is measured in ohms, so we are giving ohms equal to volts divided by amperes. Very simple. Okay, do you know what are all the types of resistance we are having? Anyone of you know what are the types of resistors we are having? If you know something about types of resistors, you can unmute and talk to me. Let's be interactive. Oh, series parallel. This is a type of connection. It is not a resistance type. It is a
Semiconductor,
type
sir.
of connection. Series circuit or parallel circuit. It depends on the types of connecting the resistor. Is the series connection or parallel connection? Or seriously connecting the resistor or parallelly connecting the resistor? I am asking what are all the types which are present in the resistance?
Semiconductors.
Semiconductor is a different, it is not resistance.
Okay, sir.
Any other answer?
Carbon wires.
Carbon?
Carbon wires are the resistors.
Carbon resistance. Okay, okay, let's see the
Me-
types. Okay,
metal
the
oxide
first one
resistor,
is
sir.
carbon resistor. Second one is metal film resistor. Third one is metal oxide film resistor and wire wound resistors. Okay, these are all the types we are having in the resistors. First one is carbon, metal film, metal oxide film, wire wound, and variable resistors. So there are four types of resistors, and the last one is variable resistance. So variable resistors represent you can change the resistance as desired. Okay, let's see with the neat figures. Okay, this is the symbol of a fixed resistor and a variable resistor. You can see this is the symbol of a fixed resistor and this is also a symbol of a fixed resistor. And these symbols denotes variable resistances. Okay. A fixed resistors has two terminals. This is the one terminal and another one is this one. Okay. Whereas in variable resistors, you will be having three terminals. 1, 2 and 3. You can see here also 1, 2 and 3. A fixed resistance have two terminals whereas a variable resistance which can be set manually will have three terminals. Next, this one is the carbon resistors. Okay, you can see the images clearly. These types of resistors are available in all electronic circuit which are present in nowadays. Okay, this is the inner layer of the carbon resistors. You can see the insulating cover, carbon composite which is used to produce resistance of required quantity, and these are the two leads. This is the first lead and this one is the second lead, and there is a color code which represents the quantity of the resistance present in the resistor. Okay, if you have any doubts in carbon resistors, you can ask. Any doubts? Okay, let's move to Manoranjit. What? Any doubt you're having? Okay, let's move to the next slide. Okay. The next type is metal film resistors, and the metal film resistors also similar to of carbon resistors, but the composition used inside the core is the thin metal film and a ceramic carrier which is used to cover this thin metal film. Okay, similarly, the color coding represents the value of the resistance present in it. Okay, similarly, it is a fixed resistor and you can see the leads, two leads coming out of the resistance. And the third one is metal oxide film resistor. Okay, you can see this is also similar as carbon as well as the other type. You can see the inner part is covered with metal oxide film to create resistance. In the previous thing, we will be using carbon. Okay, but here we will be using metal oxide film, and you can see the ceramic substrate which is used to wind the metal oxide film, and there are two connecting leads, one at the one end and other at the another end. And the last one is wire wound resistance. You can see this type of resistance will have a copper wire or a nichrome wire or some other uh, conducting wires of high resistance. You all know nichrome and tungsten have a very high resistance and can be used for lighting purposes. If you see a tungsten bulb, which is known as in Tamil, we can say kundu bulb solvanga. Okay, in this we will be using nichrome wire and tungsten wire to light up. Okay, this tungsten and nichrome wire have a very high resistance, and this high resistance is bound in the resistor, and this resistors will known as wire wound resistors, and this is a fixed resistors, so it has two leads coming out from them. And the last type is the variable resistance. Any one of you have seen this resistance in your home? You are using this type of resistance in your home for some purposes. Any one of you have seen this thing? Fan. Oh, fan. Okay. Fan is not correct.
No, sir.
No. I am very sure that you all have used this thing. Use this resistance for one purpose. In your home, it will be present. Can you guess what is this?
Regulator.
What regulator? What regulator, man?
Fan controller.
A
Regulator.
fan control is a regulator, but it will act as a switch, not resistance in it. Resistance is present in it, but it will first act as a switch. Then it will switch the resistance from higher end to lower end. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Grinder? Oh no, not. Regulators for TV? No. Mixie? No. Television? No. Remote? Which remote you have seen this, Rajesh Khanna? Bulbs? Do you all listen to audios, musics? Do you listen to musics? In all amplifiers, you will be having a volume control, and all volume controls are made up of this variable resistance. Radio, yeah, radio volume control is also made up of this resistance, variable resistance. Okay, the volume control, the bass, treble, and vocal control is made up of this variable resistance. Okay, and what are all these types? These are all other types of this variable resistance. Okay, you can use these variable resistance as a preset. Okay, the term which is referred in engineering is preset, and you can set the desired value of resistance by adjusting this knob. And in this resistance, you have to adjust this white color knob using a screwdriver and set the correct value of resistance as desired. And this is also another type of resistance which is very compact and can be used in PCB layout, printed circuit boards. Okay, last we will be seeing about the color coding of resistance. You all know the resistance will have the color codes which represents the value of the resistance. Okay, you can see this is the first band, this is the second band, and the third band, and this one is the fourth band. Okay, you should take the resistance and keep, this is the gold color band, and this gold color band should be always present in right hand side. Okay, you should not turn the gold color band here and start measuring, then it will be a wrong calculation. So always the gold color band should be present in the right hand side. Then you have to start from the first band, second band, and the third band. Okay, here the first band represent green. Okay, here is the first band, it is the first digit. You can see it is green, which is 5. Okay, so you can write 5 over here directly. And the second band is blue. The blue represents 6. Okay, second digit, which is blue, which represents 6. So you can write 6 over here directly. And the third band is orange. Okay, here the orange represents, sorry, the second band is, third band is yellow. Okay, here yellow represents 4. So after 5 and 6, you have to represent the third band as 4, which is nothing but 10 power 4. It's not working. Yeah? Okay. What you have to see is 5, 6 into 10 power 4. We will be having 56 into 10,000. Okay. Then we have to truncate it. Then we will be having 560 kilo ohm. Can you understand this? Okay, the first band is green, so you have to put 5 over here. Okay, the second band is blue. Okay, you have to put 6 over here, and the third band is yellow, so you have to put 10 power 4. Okay, so the net result will be 5, 6, okay, so much of ohms. Okay, that is 5,60,000 ohms. Okay, so we need to truncate this thing. So we will be seeing 560, and taking these 3 zeros, we will taking kilo ohm. Okay, 560 kilo ohm is the value of this resistance shown over here. If you have any doubts, you can ask now. Do you have any doubts in finding the value of resistance?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay,
No,
thank
sir.
you. Okay. Okay, what will be the value of resistance which has a color band of red, 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 and gold. Okay, the next one I need to tell you is the last one, this gold band. Okay, this gold band represents tolerance value. Okay, what is tolerance value? Do you know what is a tolerance value? Here, the gold band represents, you can see the gold band represents 5% tolerance. Okay, I will tell you something. If you are creating a resistance or if you are manufacturing a resistance of 1 kilo ohm, and this 1 kilo ohm resistance will never be 1 kilo ohm resistance. It will have a tolerance value of 9999 ohms or 1.1 kilo ohms. It will vary. It will not be very accurate. Okay, so this variation should be represented in the manufacturing of the resistance. So this last band is used to represent the variation, that is the maximum variation that a resistance can occur. So here we will be having 5% tolerance. So this resistance can have 560 kilo ohm plus or minus 5%. Okay, can you understand what is the tolerance value? Can you understand?
Sir, explain again, sir.
Okay, I'll tell you. Okay. Okay, consider you are having a resistance of 1000 ohm with 5% tolerance value. Okay, what I said, how a tolerance value occurs. If you are making a resistance for 1000 ohm, that you are manufacturing a resistance for 1000 ohm, it will not be accurately, it will be not be in 1000 ohm. Some variation will be there. Okay, it may be 9999 ohms, or it will be more than 1000 ohms or 1100 ohms. So this variation should be mentioned in the resistance. Okay, if you see the military grade, okay, or a space grade, you can see the Chandrayaan 1, we are having missions on that. Okay, the space grade or military grade resistance will have a very less tolerance value of plus or minus 0.01%. Okay, why this tolerance value is very less, and these components which are used in military and space research organizations will be very high costly than the tolerance value of plus or minus 5%. Do you know why this reason is? Okay, I will explain you. Okay, first let us find what is 5% of 1000. What will be 5% of 1000? Anyone can say?
50.
5% of 1000 is 50. Okay. Okay, then that means the maximum value will be 10501. Okay, the maximum value for plus sign. And the minimum value will be okay. So a 1000 ohm resistance having a plus or minus 5% tolerance value can have a maximum value of 1050 ohm and a minimum value of 950 ohm. So it may have a threshold between these two values. So the variation can come across okay, these variations can come across. So these variations should be minimum in case of military grade or in space research grade. So these variation will affect the accuracy of the vehicle or the launcher or any other military equipments which are used. So these variations should be minimum. So we are having the tolerance value represented in the resistance itself. There are several tolerance value. For study purposes, I have shown only gold and silver. You can see the silver has a plus or minus 10%. Okay, now you can understood what is the tolerance value? Students,
Sir.
can you understand what is the tolerance value?
Yes, sir.
If not, I will explain you in Tamil. If you have any doubts, you can frankly ask. I will again explain in Tamil. Do you understand or not?
Sir. Sir.
Yes, சொல்லுங்கப்பா.
Sir, the JK, that means what, sir?
கேக்கலப்பா, ஆடியோ பிரேக் ஆகுதுப்பா.
JK, கோல்டுக்கு ஜே, சில்வருக்கு கேன்னு போட்டுருக்கலாம். அது என்ன சார்?
என்னப்பா சொல்ற?
சார் கோல்டுக்கு ஜே, அப்புறம் சில்வருக்கு கேன்னு போட்டுருக்கலாம். அது என்ன சார்? அது டாலரன்ஸ் வேல்யூல
கோல்டுக்கு கேயா?
கோல்டுக்கு ஜே. ஜே.
ஆமாப்பா, ஜே அண்ட் கே இது ரெண்டு என்னதுன்னு கேக்குறியா?
ஆமா, அது திரும்ப மேல இந்த எஃப்ஜி டிசி.
ஓ, அது வந்து உனக்கு சயின்டிபிக் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், இப்போ நீங்க வந்து என்ன சொல்றது, இந்த டாலரன்ஸ் வேல்யூலயே நான் உனக்கு என்ன சொன்னேன், இப்போ 1% டாலரன்ஸ் வேல்யூனா இந்த கோல்டு லாஸ்ட் பேண்ட் இருக்கு பத்தியா, இதுல வந்து உனக்கு ப்ரௌன் கலர் இருக்கும். சரி, இந்த இடத்துல ப்ரௌன் கலர் இருக்கும். சில ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ்ல என்ன பண்ணிருப்பாங்கன்னா, இந்த கலர் அடிக்கிறதுக்கு பதிலா இந்த எஃப் இருக்கு பத்தியா, இந்த இடத்துல எஃப்னு எழுதியிருப்பாங்க. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஜே இருக்குல்ல, இந்த இடத்துல ஜேன்னு எழுதியிருப்பாங்க. புரியுதாப்பா?
ஓகே சார். ஓகே சார்.
ஓகேப்பா, வேற எதாவது டவுட்ஸ் இருக்கா?
நோ சார். நோ சார்.
ஓகே. ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட் வேற எதாவது டவுட்ஸ் இருந்தா கேளுங்க. கேன் யூ எக்ஸ்பிளைன் இன் தமிழ்? ஓகே. ஓகே, டாலரன்ஸ் வேல்யூ ஐ கேன் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பேக். 1000 ஓம் ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் இருக்குன்னு பார்த்துக்குவோம். அப்போனா நமக்கு வந்து பிளஸ் ஆர் மைனஸ் 5% டாலரன்ஸ் வேல்யூ இருக்கும். அதாவது 1000 வேல்யூல இருந்து 1050, அதாவது 1050 ஓம்ஸ் அதிகமாகவும் இருக்கலாம், இல்லைன்னா 950 ஓம்ஸ் கம்மியாகவும் இருக்கலாம். இந்த அக்யூரசி, அதாவது 1000 ஓம்ஸ்க்கு நம்ம ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ணோம்னா அது கரெக்டாக 1000 ஓம்ஸ் இருக்கிறதுக்கு வாய்ப்பே கிடையாது. எப்பவும் கூட இருக்கும் இல்லை குறைய இருக்கும். ஓகே, அந்த ரேஷியோ எவ்வளோ கூட இருக்கு எவ்வளோ குறைய இருக்கு அப்படின்றத நம்ம டினோட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு தான் டாலரன்ஸ் வேல்யூன்னு சொல்லுவோம். அந்த டாலரன்ஸ் வேல்யூவோட பெர்சன்டேஜ் எவ்வளோ கூட இருக்கும், எவ்வளோ மேக்ஸிமம் கூட இருக்கும் அப்படின்னா பிளஸ் ஆர் மைனஸ் 5% இருக்கலாம். இதே இது சில்வர் பேண்ட், இது சில்வர் பேண்ட் இருக்கு பாருங்க, இதுக்கு வந்து 10% இருக்கலாம். அதே இது இங்கே கிரீன் பேண்ட் இருக்கு பாருங்க, இந்த லாஸ்ட் எண்ட் கிரீன் கலர் இருந்துச்சுன்னா பிளஸ் ஆர் மைனஸ் 5% இருக்கலாம். சாரி, பிளஸ் ஆர் மைனஸ் 0.5% இருக்கலாம். இதுதான் டாலரன்ஸ்ன்னு சொல்றது. இப்போ டாலரன்ஸ் வேல்யூ ரொம்ப கம்மியா இருக்குன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க, இங்க பாருன்னா 0.05 இருக்கு கிரே பேண்டுக்கு. இந்த மாதிரி கம்மியா இருக்கக்கூடிய டாலரன்ஸ் வேல்யூ உள்ள ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் நீங்க வாங்கினீங்கன்னா அதனுடைய காஸ்ட், ஒரு ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸோட காஸ்டே ரொம்ப அதிகமா இருக்கும். சே ஒரு ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸோட காஸ்ட் 100 rupees இருக்கும். இதே இது டாலரன்ஸ் வேல்யூ கம்மி, ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் பிளஸ் ஆர் மைனஸ் 5% டாலரன்ஸ் வேல்யூல ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸை நீங்கள் வாங்கினீங்கன்னா நீங்கள் 100 rupeesக்கு 10,000 ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் வாங்கிடலாம். ஆனால் அதே இது கிரே வேல்யூல டாலரன்ஸ் வேல்யூ வாங்கினீங்கன்னா 100 rupeesக்கு 1 ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் வாங்க முடியும். அதே இது 5% டாலரன்ஸ்குள்ளது வாங்கினீங்கன்னா 10,000 ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் வாங்க முடியும். ஓகே, இந்த டாலரன்ஸ் டிசைட்ஸ். ஓகே, இப்போ டாலரன்ஸ் கம்மியாக இருக்கிறனால நம்ம வந்து அதை மிலிட்ரி கிரேட்லேயும் இல்லை ஸ்பேஸ் கிரேட்லேயும் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். 5% டாலரன்ஸ் வந்து சிம்லரில் நம்ம ஹவுஸ் ஹோல்டு அப்ளையன்சஸில் யூஸ் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க. ஒரு எஃப்எம் ரேடியோவோ இல்லை ஏதாவது ஒரு சின்ன காம்பனன்ட்ஸ், ஒரு வாஷிங் மிஷின் இல்லை ஏதாவது ஒரு சின்ன எக்யூப்மெண்ட், அந்த மாதிரி ஹவுஸ் ஹோல்டு அப்ளையன்சஸ், கமர்ஷியல் அப்ளையன்சஸ் எல்லாத்துலேயுமே 5% டாலரன்ஸ் வேல்யூ யூஸ் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க. கிரேட் அதிகமான வேல்யூவை ஸ்பேஸ் ரிசர்ச் இல்லை ஐஎஸ்ஆர்ஓ அந்த மாதிரி யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க. வேற எதுவும் டவுட் இருக்காப்பா? தமிழில் சொன்னது புரிஞ்சுதா? தமிழ்ல சொன்னது புரிஞ்சுதாப்பா? ஓகே ஓகே, நான் ஒரு வேல்யூ சொல்றேன், அதுக்கு டாலரன்ஸ் ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் எவ்வளோன்னு சொல்லுங்க. என்ன இந்த chat boxல டைப் பண்ணிருக்கேன் பாருங்க. brown, black, yellow, gold. இதனுடைய ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் வேல்யூ எவ்வளவு இருக்கும்? brown, black, yellow, gold. இதனுடைய ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் வேல்யூ எவ்வளவு இருக்கும்? Say in kilo ohms. Larisha Juhi, say in kilo ohms. 100 kilo ohms is correct answer. Larisha Juhi has also given the correct answer. Balasubai, how do you say 104? Okay, you should make 10 into 10 power 4. Okay. Okay, you should not write like this. Okay. You should, like Rajesh Khanna has said, this is the correct answer. Okay. Our 100 kilo ohm plus or minus 5% is also correct answer. Okay. Okay, let's move to the next topic. Next, we will be seeing about capacitors. Capacitors are measured in farad and its symbol is F. Capacitors consist of two parallel metal plates. Capacitance of a capacitor is the ability to store the electric charge. So, the equation of capacitance is Q is equal to C into V. You have seen this in +2 physics equations. Here, the Q represents charge and C is the capacitance and V is the voltage across the two plates. And you can see the capacitance can also be represented from C is equal to epsilon A by D, where epsilon is the absolute permittivity and A is the area of plate, D is distance of separation of two plates. You can see epsilon, that is the absolute permittivity, can be represented as epsilon 0 and epsilon r. Epsilon 0 is permittivity constant of vacuum and epsilon r is relative permittivity. Types of capacitors are electrolytic capacitors, ceramic capacitors, and this is the capacitor symbol. Okay, you can see there are two standard symbols. One is UK capacitor symbol and another one is US capacitor symbol. So you can see these symbols over here, and this one represents the variable capacitor. Let's move to electrolytic capacitors. You can see these types of capacitors in all electronic circuits, and these capacitors have polarized. Okay, polarized means this long lead represents plus and this short lead represents minus. So if you wrongly connect this terminal plus to minus and minus to plus, then this capacitor will get damaged. This is the internal cross section of the capacitor. You can see the terminal leads coming out over here, and these brown shades are the two parallel plates, and in between the two parallel plates a thick dielectric medium will be present, and these two parallel plates will be covered in an insulating sleeve and an aluminum can. This is the aluminum can, and this aluminum can will be kept as the outer casing. The last type is the ceramic capacitor. You can see the various types of ceramic capacitors in various sizes. So this ceramic capacitor has also two leads, but it is not polarized. Here the not polarized represents you can connect this capacitance in any way. This capacitance have no polarity. You can connect plus to minus or minus to plus, or you can interchange in any direction. This capacitor will not get damaged. Here this is the cross-sectional view of the ceramic capacitor. You can see the protective coating. This is the protective coating, and inside there will be two plates, and inside these two plates the two leads will be coming out, and between these two electrodes the dielectric material, that is the ceramic disc dielectric material, will be inserted into the ceramic capacitor metal plates. Okay, can you understand the capacitance? Students, can you understand capacitance?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's move to the next topic. Measuring the value of capacitance. You can see some value here represents 103 is written in this capacitance, and here 14T561K is represented in this capacitance. So these values represents the value of capacitance present in it. Okay, here you can see 104K. Okay, here 1 is the figure 1 and 0 is figure 2 and 4 is the multiplier. So what we need to do is this is the value written in this capacitance. So you have to take 1, 0 into 10 power 4 picofarad. This is the value of the capacitance present in it. So when converting picofarad into nanofarad, then we will be having 100 nanofarad capacitance. So you can easily convert 104 kilo K, that is 104 K capacitance value, which represents it has 100 nanofarad. Okay. Now try to convert a capacitance value of 2 to 4. What will be the capacitance value of 2 to 4? Can anyone say?
22 into 10 to the power 4.
Convert as I did.
So 22 into 10 to the power 4.
22 into 10 power 4. What is the nanofarad value? 22 into 10 power 4 is the picofarad value. What is the nanofarad value? Yeah, Rajesh Khanna. 220 nanofarad is the correct answer. Okay. Okay, 220 nanofarad is the correct answer. Okay, similarly, you have to convert the capacitance value. The last topic is the inductance, inductors. Inductors are measured in Henry and its symbol is H. The ability of coil to induce EMF in itself when current through it changes is called inductance. So, if a coil is present and this coil has the ability to induce an EMF when the current flowing through the coil changes, then it is known as inductor. The mathematical formula is E is equal to L di divided by dt. And cross multiplying, we can say L is equal to E divided by di dt, where L is the inductance and it is measured in Henry, and E represents the voltage, and di by dt is the amperes in seconds. So this is the change in current. Di by dt represents the change in current through the inductor. Types of capacitance, types of inductance. First one is air core inductor. Second one is iron core inductor. Third one is toroidal core inductor. You can see this is the air core inductor. It is just wound with only a copper coil which is laminated. And the second one is the iron core inductor. The difference is this is the copper coil winding, and in between the copper coil winding, the iron core is present. In the air core, the center part is hollow. Okay, but in the iron core, the center part of the coil is inserted by a iron core. So this is the difference between the air core inductor and the iron core inductor. The last one is toroidal inductor. Here in the toroidal inductor, this coil, that is the copper coil, is wound on a toroid, and this toroid represents a ferromagnetic material which is similar as iron, but it has a magnetism as ferromagnetic material, and this ferromagnetic material will be circular in nature, and these coils are wound in this ferromagnetic material. If you have any doubts, you can ask. In inductors, do you have any doubts? In inductors, do you have any doubts? Okay. Let's move to the next topic on electrical circuit elements. Okay, this is a simple circuit, but this circuit is open and this circuit is closed. Okay, here the yellow dots represents the flow of electron from positive terminal to the negative terminal of the battery. Here a light bulb is connected to the positive and negative terminal of the battery, and the switch is closed. So when the switch is closed, the electron starts flowing through the closed path of the circuit and connects the battery. So this bulb starts glowing. But in this circuit, the switch is open, so the electrons cannot flow through the circuit, and so the bulb is not glowing. Okay, what is circuits? This is also a circuit. Here you are having a 9-volt battery and some resistance. This is also a circuit. And this is another type of circuit. You are having a 20-volt battery, some resistance, and a current source. Okay. And this is also a circuit. You are having a 9-volt battery, a resistance, a LED. So this is also a circuit. And this last one, this is the audio amplifier circuit. Here you can input the audio wave, and in here we are having a speaker, and in this speaker we will be having a maximum output of sound wave. So this is the integrated circuit IC, where it will amplify the audio signal and give it through the speaker. To make amplification process, we need to use operational amplifier, some resistances, some capacitances. To turn on and turn off an amplifier, we are using a switch. To power the amplifier, you are having a battery. Okay, these all are the types of circuits. Thank you. Can you understand today's class? If you have any queries or any materials you need to stay with me, you can just frankly tell to me.